Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Now, today I'll be reviewing a watch which I actually handled for the first time today, surprisingly. It's the original Hublot Big Bang 44mm in 18 karat rose gold and ceramic. Um, and it's a little bit surprising, and maybe a little bit surprising to you, that this is my first time really handling this watch in person. I have seen it in person, but I haven't really gotten up close to it before. And that's mainly because in Minnesota, obviously where our channel is located, um, there aren't any Hublot dealers currently. We're actually filming this video at Continental Diamond, who at one time was a Hublot dealer. And this was one of the later watches that they actually got during the time that they were a Hublot dealer. So this was around the time that the Big Bang first came out and really sent shockwaves, or a Big Bang, if you will, through the watch world, because it kind of added a new theme of modular design. And I actually really like this watch. So I just wanted to kind of get into the technical details with you about this and give you my thoughts on it, because it really isn't like anything that we've reviewed before. A lot of people draw comparisons to the AP Royal Oak with this watch, and obviously the design is kind of, some elements of it are taken from that, just given the kind of porthole design and things like that. But the fact remains that this watch has a modular design, whereas the Royal Oak does not. Well, it does, but it's not really to the extent that this is. This has a lot more use of different materials as the Royal Oak, because whereas the Royal Oak would have some rubber components depending on what model you're looking at, this has rubber, titanium, and ceramic all into one. So it has more components in its modular design than the Royal Oak does. But for that reason, I really like this watch. Getting into the dial, you can see it as a carbon fiber dial. This is kind of a motorsport themed watch, as you can see. The band itself looks like tire tread. It's a very, very cool watch in my opinion. But the dial itself, there's some things I really like and really don't like about it. Number one, you can see on the dial the numerals are like nicely chamfered and really kind of they almost look machined. They probably are machined. Maybe not. Maybe they're molded and then finished after, but the edges are very, very sharp and crisp. Again, I love the carbon fiber dial. One thing I would change is the fact that I think that the dial in person looks kind of open, as far as like there's not much going on either side of the Hublot logo. It doesn't really look like that on camera, but I think if they would have made it slightly smaller, it would look a little bit better. And that goes for the watch itself. I think it should be it should have been like a 42 millimeter, because when this watch came out, it was one of the biggest watches available. And now it's kind of a normal size, but I think the proportions would look a little bit better if it was a little bit smaller. Getting into the bezel, again, I love the porthole design, but the screws don't align proper. Well, okay, the screws on this watch are real screws, whereas on the AP, they're actually screwed from the back. This may have a similar thing going on, but either way, it doesn't change the fact that the screws on the face of the watch itself are not aligned, whereas on the AP, they're octagonal, or hexagonal rather, so they're easier to align. But that's just one thing I would have changed. I would have found some way to align the screws properly on the watch. The chronograph functions very, very nicely. It's a very kind of hard click on the pushers, and that's because it's ETA. This watch has an ETA 7743 movement, which in itself is based on the ETA 7750 movement, but actually it's the 7753. I said 7743. This watch has a 7753 movement, which is based on the ETA Valjoux movement, as you all know, and that kind of gives for those of you with an ETA Valjoux movement watch, you know that the pushers are very kind of hard when you push them. Some people might like that. It feels very secure. Some people might not. They'd want a little lighter touch, but either way, it works very, very well. One kind of the biggest thing I would change with this watch is the finishing on the movement. It has a very kind of standard ETA level finishing. And by standard, I mean, it's a higher end, probably ETA movement, but still, I think they could have added some better, like Cote de Genève and things like that, to justify the price of this watch, which was around $20,000 when it was new. They're significantly more expensive now, but this watch is actually available on sale pre-owned here at Continental Diamond for, I want to get this right, $16,500. So the watch actually kind of held its value pretty nicely, especially for something with a design as striking as this, and for an ETA-based watch. I'll try it on for a wrist shot just so you can get a perspective on the size. It feels very, very nice on the wrist because of the rubber strap, but again, I think it would have looked a little bit nicer if it was slightly smaller. I have a 6.5-inch wrist in diameter, just for comparison purposes, and I think it looks nice. Again, it has a 44mm case. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And also, if you want to inquire about purchasing this piece, it's in very, very good condition. It was actually owned by the owner of Continental Diamond as his personal watch, so it's really nicely taken care of, for especially how old it is. It's probably around 15 years old. And it's, again, on sale for $16,500 here. So give them a call if you're interested. Thank you for watching this video. Again, remember to like, subscribe, and share.